Hidden beneath dry soil, beneath the intense heat of the tropics, is a crop feeding more than 800 million people every single day. It's not wheat, it's not rice, it's not corn either. It's cassava, a root crop with extraordinary survival abilities, capable of enduring drought, poor soil, and continuing to grow where many other crops fail. And yet, outside tropical regions, very few people truly pay attention to its existence. But across Africa, Southeast Asia, and South America, cassava is far more than just a food crop. It is survival. It is livelihood. It is a multi-billion-dollar industry quietly operating within the global food system. And in countries like Thailand, this humble root has become something even greater, a modern agricultural empire. Welcome back to Radiant Farming. Today, we journey deep into the massive world of the global cassava industry, from endless tropical fields to giant starch factories processing hundreds of tons every day, to international markets where cassava is quietly becoming one of the most important crops on Earth. Because behind every bag of tapioca starch, every chewy tapioca pearl, every industrial food thickener, and even some biodegradable plastics, everything begins with a root hidden beneath the ground, a root that may help feed the future of humanity. Cassava, scientifically known as Manihot esculenta, originated thousands of years ago in South America, where early indigenous civilizations domesticated the crop long before modern agriculture existed. Later, Portuguese traders carried cassava across oceans into Africa and Asia. And then, something extraordinary happened. Cassava adapted almost everywhere. Today, it is cultivated in more than 100 tropical and subtropical countries. Global production has now exceeded 330 million tons annually, and demand continues rising as climate change threatens traditional crops like wheat and corn. Unlike many crops that require fertile soil and stable rainfall, cassava can still thrive in depleted land. It tolerates prolonged drought, and during times of famine, war, and economic crisis, cassava often becomes the last safety net, protecting communities from starvation. That is why many experts call cassava the survival crop. But survival is only part of the story, because today, cassava is no longer simply a subsistence crop. It has become a global industrial commodity. A source of starch, ethanol, animal feed, sweeteners, pharmaceuticals, textiles, biomaterials, and renewable fuels. And nowhere has embraced this transformation more aggressively than Thailand. Thailand is not the world's largest cassava producer. That title belongs to Nigeria. But Thailand dominates something even more valuable: export power. Every year, Thailand produces roughly 30 to 35 million tons of fresh cassava roots. But what makes the country truly remarkable is what happens after harvest. Thailand has built one of the most advanced cassava processing industries on Earth. The country exports millions of tons of cassava-based products every year, including tapioca starch, modified starch, cassava chips, cassava pellets, sweeteners, and bioethanol. In some years, Thailand supplies more than half of the world's tapioca starch trade. Massive cargo shipments leave Thai ports bound for China, Japan, South Korea, Europe, and an increasing number of Middle Eastern countries. China alone imports enormous quantities for food production, paper manufacturing, biodegradable packaging, and industrial starch processing. What was once seen as a simple tropical root has now become a strategic global commodity worth billions of dollars. And that massive engine begins in the fields. Long before harvest season arrives, before giant machines appear, before factories begin operating at full capacity, everything starts with the soil. Cassava can survive harsh conditions, but producing high commercial yields requires extremely careful preparation. Farmers first select land with strong sunlight exposure and good drainage. Waterlogged soil is dangerous for cassava because excessive moisture can rot the roots and reduce starch quality. Massive tractors move slowly across the fields, breaking apart hardened soil layer by layer. Dust rises into the hot tropical air. The goal is simple: create loose, breathable soil where cassava roots can expand freely underground. After plowing, the land is leveled and shaped into long planting ridges. These ridges improve drainage during tropical rainy seasons, while increasing the efficiency of fertilization, irrigation, and harvesting. On many modern farms, GPS-guided machinery can now create perfectly straight planting rows stretching for kilometers. From above, the fields resemble gigantic geometric patterns carved into the earth. Modern agriculture on an industrial scale. Cassava is not planted from seeds like many other crops. Instead, farmers use stem cuttings taken from mature plants. And inside those seemingly simple stems lies the blueprint for an entirely new harvest. Only the healthiest mother plants are selected. Farmers carefully inspect each stem for pests, disease, or signs of weakness. The stems are then cut into sections approximately 20 to 30 centimeters long. Each section contains multiple buds capable of producing both roots and new shoots at the same time. One healthy stem can create dozens of future cassava plants. On large-scale farms, thousands of stem cuttings are prepared every single day. Before planting, the cuttings are often treated with protective solutions to reduce fungal infections and insect attacks during the early stages. Because in tropical agriculture, the first few weeks can determine the success or failure of an entire season. Workers move continuously along the planting rows. Some farms still plant by hand, but many large operations now use semi-automatic planting machines capable of covering enormous areas in a short period of time. The cuttings are planted vertically or at slight angles into the soil. Plant spacing is critically important. If planted too densely, the roots compete for nutrients underground. If planted too far apart, yield per hectare drops significantly. Commercial farms typically maintain densities of around 10,000 to 12,000 plants per hectare. Millions of future cassava roots, all beginning from small stem cuttings pressed into warm tropical soil. During the first few weeks, the fields appear almost empty. Tiny green shoots slowly emerge from the soil, but beneath the ground, the transformation has already begun. Cassava develops one of the most important underground energy storage systems in agriculture. As time passes, the plant continuously channels energy downward into the roots, creating massive starch-filled tubers beneath the soil. And these roots become the economic heart of the entire harvest. During the early growth stages, water management becomes critically important. Although cassava is famous for its drought tolerance, stable moisture during early development can significantly increase yields. Some farms use sprinkler irrigation systems. Others invest in drip irrigation networks designed to conserve water while maintaining optimal growth. Modern farms are increasingly adopting precision agriculture technologies, soil analysis, nutrient mapping, drone monitoring, and satellite-based field management. Agriculture is no longer driven only by traditional experience. It is becoming a data-driven industry. Fertilization programs are carefully calculated. Nitrogen supports leaf development. Phosphorus strengthens root formation. Potassium improves starch accumulation and root quality. Additional micronutrients such as zinc, boron, and magnesium are applied depending on local soil conditions. Meanwhile, farmers continue fighting an ongoing battle against weeds and pests. During the first 3 months, weeds can severely reduce yields if left uncontrolled. Mechanical cultivators move between the rows. Workers remove weeds by hand. Selective herbicides are carefully applied. And on many farms, organic mulch made from dry leaves and crop residue helps retain moisture and naturally suppress weed growth. Because every healthy plant means more starch beneath the ground, higher yields, greater export value, and more hope for farming families. By the 3rd or 4th month, something extraordinary begins happening underground. The roots begin swelling, quietly, slowly. Ton after ton of starch gradually accumulates beneath the soil, where nobody can see it. From above, cassava fields may appear calm and ordinary, but hidden beneath every hectare is a giant biological system converting sunlight into carbohydrate energy. Some modern cassava varieties can now produce more than 40 tons per hectare under ideal conditions. Scientists continue developing new varieties capable of better drought resistance, stronger pest resistance, and even higher starch production. Because global demand is rising rapidly, not only for food, but for industry. Cassava starch is now used in instant noodles, processed foods, paper manufacturing, textiles, cosmetics, pharmaceutical tablets, industrial adhesives, bioplastics, and renewable fuels. In a warming world searching for sustainable materials, cassava is becoming more valuable than ever before. And harvest season is when all that hidden value finally emerges from beneath the ground. After 8 to 12 months, the first signs begin to appear. The lower leaves turn yellow. Growth begins slowing down. The roots beneath the soil have reached maturity. Harvest season has arrived. For farmers, this is the moment every month of hard work has been building toward. Across the fields, workers grip the thick cassava stems and pull upward with force. Heavy cassava roots slowly emerge from the soil, covered in red dirt and tangled roots. Some roots grow to astonishing sizes. Massive clusters weighing several kilograms hang beneath each plant like hidden treasure buried underground. On large commercial farms, modern harvesting machines now move continuously across the fields, pulling roots from the ground at industrial scale. Mechanization dramatically reduces labor costs, while allowing farms to process much larger areas in far less time. But speed matters for another reason. Cassava deteriorates extremely fast after harvest. Within just 24 to 72 hours, root quality can begin declining due to natural physiological breakdown. That means cassava must be transported quickly, very quickly, from the fields onto trucks to the factories. An entire logistics system is racing against time. As trucks loaded with fresh cassava roots arrive at the factories, the industrial transformation begins almost immediately. These facilities operate on an enormous scale. Some factories can process more than 500 tons of cassava every single day. The cassava roots are dumped onto massive conveyor systems. Then they are aggressively washed to remove soil, sand, and debris collected from the fields. High-powered machinery continues peeling and crushing the roots into wet pulp. Inside the factories, the air is filled with the smell of fresh starch, steam, and the constant roar of industrial engines. Next comes the extraction process. The crushed pulp moves through advanced filtration systems designed to separate fiber from the starch-rich liquid. The starch liquid is then purified repeatedly, then dewatered, then dried using giant industrial drying systems. And finally, what emerges is an ultra-fine white powder known around the world as tapioca starch. But this white powder is worth far more than its simple appearance suggests. Food companies use it to improve texture and stabilize products. The bubble tea industry depends on tapioca pearls made from cassava starch. Food processing factories use modified starch in sauces, frozen meals, and snack foods. Industrial companies use cassava-based materials to create biodegradable packaging and adhesives. Meanwhile, the biofuel industry converts cassava into ethanol for renewable energy production. A single underground crop now powering countless industries across the global economy. Even the leftover parts of the cassava plant still carry economic value. Cassava peels, once considered waste, are now increasingly processed into livestock feed. After treatment and drying, they become feed ingredients for cattle, goats, poultry, and even fish farming. The fibrous residue left behind after starch extraction can also be reused for energy production or organic fertilizer. The modern cassava industry is steadily moving toward a zero-waste production model, because in today's agricultural economy, every byproduct can become profit, and efficiency means survival. Organizations such as the International Institute of Tropical Agriculture, along with many global research networks, are now investing heavily in the future of cassava. New disease-resistant varieties are continuously being introduced into production. Climate-adaptive farming systems are also expanding rapidly. At the same time, scientists are exploring cassava's future role in sustainable manufacturing and global food security. In many parts of the world, cassava is no longer viewed as a poor man's crop. It is gradually becoming a strategic crop for the future. Especially as rising global temperatures, prolonged droughts, and increasingly unstable weather patterns threaten traditional agriculture. Because when many other crops fail, cassava continues surviving. And that survival ability may become one of the most important agricultural advantages humanity possesses in the future. Hidden beneath tropical soil, far away from supermarkets and modern cities, cassava continues quietly feeding the world. A crop once cultivated by ancient civilizations is now powering modern factories, global export chains, and multi-billion-dollar industries. From small rural farms to massive processing plants to cargo ships crossing oceans, the journey of cassava is a story of survival, adaptation, and transformation. A humble root that became the white gold of global agriculture. And as humanity continues searching for sustainable food systems in an uncertain future, cassava may become more important than ever before. Because sometimes the crops changing the world most powerfully are the ones growing silently beneath our feet.